Alright, I just want to give you a close-up look at this new Diana 350 N-Tec. The bead stock is flawless. I just want to take a look at that stippling there on the grip, and then there goes the T06 trigger, and then here goes more stippling on the foregrip or the forearm. Let's take a look at that. If you look at the top, I don't know if you can see that. Diana 350 N-Tec. Look on the side here. 22 cal. There's the serial number. So it's very nice. Made in Germany. Beautiful. There goes the safety. The RWS safety. And the trigger. And I have to say the trigger is better than the 340 N-Tec when I took it out of the box. If I last year when I bought the 340 N-Tec, when I did the review, the only thing that I didn't like about it or I had a concern was the trigger. But I'm happy to say that the 350, the trigger works. First stage, second stage is predictable. All right. Just want to show you the top windage and elevation adjustments on their tight. And then you have the front adjustment, which I'm going to leave on for now because I'm going to test this 350 N-Tec. I'm going to test it at 11 yards. I'm going to try to get some grouping done. I'm going to use the iron sights to see if I can get a good group. And the pellets that I'm going to be using first are the RWS pellets. I believe it's the Meister Kulgen pellets, and they're at 14. They come in at weighing at 14. Okay, so I've been here testing the Diana 350 N-Tec with a variety of pellets. So this is shooting just in my basement, 11 yards from a standing position. Basically, I'm leaning up against the wall, which is kind of the equivalent of, let's say, a hunter shooting from a tree, let's say. And like I said, I tested a variety of pellets. The Predator metal mags, the H&N Sniper Magnums were tested, the JSB exact jumbos, Barracuda hunters. I also tested the H&N Terminators and the RWS Meister Kulgen. The Meister Kulgen pellets I tested, they fit very nicely into the breech, but this was the pattern, and it wasn't tight enough compared to the others. The JSB Jumbos 1589 grade, they did a little bit better. The H&N Terminators were pretty decent. One got a little bit under, and the four on top were basically touching. Then I tried the Hunters, and the Hunters were the best. Well, they were the tightest grouping. But I also tried the Snipers, H&N Snipers, and then the metal mags, and they were just all over the place. So I narrowed it down to the JSB Jumbos. and that's what I got. I took a couple of more shots because a couple of them got away from me, and then I went back to the hunters, and then that's what I got. So then I kept on. I actually checked all the screws in the 350, and a couple of them were loose. You know, one that was loose on one side of the forearm, and then underneath the trigger there are two more screws, and one of them was a little bit loose. And I was able to get this group down here, and I started really gently squeezing the trigger and holding as lightly as possible on my trigger hand, and I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was able to get that group. That's the best group that I've gotten so far today, and that can be covered with a dime, as you can see right there. So I'm sure with more practice, practicing the lighter hold, because it's generating power, 20 plus foot-pounds of energy. So it's just getting used to this air gun, and I'm sure if I were to put a scope on this, because I'm not really that good of a shot, but if I can get this with the iron sights, I'm sure that I can put a scope on it and probably get a better group than that. But for 11 yards in a dime, 4 kind of like 3 touching, 3 almost all in one, and then 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top, the Barracuda Hunters appear to be the best pellet so far. I still have a couple of more pellets to test. I think I have the JSB 18 grains, the jumbo heavies that I haven't tried out yet. I got a couple more. The Poly Mag I have, and I have another H&N. I think this pellet this gun likes the heavy grains. So at 18 grains, like I said, maybe I can try the 21 grain H&Ns and see how that work out. But for now, the H&N Hunters seem to be the Barracuda Hunter. That's the pellet that I'm going to be testing from furthermore anyway. Yeah, so it's making progress, and just wanted to show you these results. Thank you.